You got Forever Red. You got Once a Ranger. You got the Legendary Battle. And you got Dimensions in Danger. What's up, guys? I'm Primetime, coming at you guys with my review of the 25th anniversary episode of the Power Rangers Super Ninja Steel. And I gotta say, just like Brody said, it was epic. From top to bottom, I mean, this may be the, no offense to the other seasons, but this may be one of the most well-written episodes since... honestly, I don't know. Probably since RPM. Like, literally, the writing in this episode and the callbacks, and not even, like, it don't even have that much. It has cheesiness now. It is Power Rangers. But it don't have, you know, it makes sense. You know, it's not just, oh, that's a kid show. It actually makes sense for everybody watching it. Now, we start off with Tommy. And Tommy has his, obviously, Dino Thunder. He had a little old Jeep, so obviously he got him an updated big black truck, because, you know, he's the Black Ranger. We'll get to that later. But he actually still lives in Reefside. He still lives at the house that was in Dino Thunder. And he has a kid now. And the kid was, I'm pretty sure, left by himself, because he was talking to, he was talking to Cat on the phone, and he wasn't there, so I'm guessing the kid was there by himself. So, does the kid not know that his dad has, like, a secret lair under there, or something? Anyways, so, he turns around, and they say, hi, Tommy, so basically gets, like, kidnapped or whatever. Which is not new for Tommy. He's always getting kidnapped and find a way out of it. But anyways, he gets kidnapped. Now, call back to the last episode of Ninja Steel. There were these three figures in robes, and they were saying that the Power Rangers are not worthy. So now they finally revealed themselves, and it's Wes, Gemma, and Koda. And they say that they are all from different dimensions. They're different dimensions of Power Rangers, which I'm glad that they answered this question for people that were talking about Dino Charge, because Dino Charge, obviously, they reversed the time, and they are now, like, live with dinosaurs. Like, dinosaurs are not extinct. And then on RPM, I think they live in a planet where it's, like, surrounded by a bulb or something. And then West lives in the current main dimension. So those are the three dimensions that we're talking about. And the problem is, Lord Dravon, not Draken, Dravon, has arrows, and he wants to shoot in a dimension and tear down apart the dimensions. That's what he wants. He wants to shoot his arrows and tear down each dimension and attack, and make clones of the Rangers and attack, right? So that's one thing. So the Rangers basically are spending their time, trying to help the other Rangers escape and defeat Lord Dravon and not let him take over. Well, let me just say, Tommy gets away in about 0.5 seconds. I'm telling you right now. Literally, they're, because it is a clone of Tommy. So the clone of Tommy is walking around making sure all the other Rangers that are kidnapped are getting cloned. And literally, this man escapes in 0.5 seconds. Literally. He said, he stops at Rocky, and he was like, oh, Rocky. And then something sets something on fire. Then obviously he has the Dino gem, so he has the power of invisibility, excuse me. And for some reason, speed. I guess he developed speed over the years, but okay. So yes, he has the speed too, and basically he does it. Let me tell you what he does. I mean, Tommy does some suspect stuff that I don't like for a leader. But he defeats all the guards in there, but doesn't help any of the Rangers escape. Not even his wife. His wife was there, and he didn't help her escape. That may be the only problem I have with Tommy, because he does stuff like that often. If you go back, even in the movie, They could have came back first, saved Zordon, and then fought Ivy News. But Tommy wanted to go fight Ivy News, and then Zordon died. So, yeah, just stuff like that. It's like, Tommy, you could have saved them, because he literally like got everybody except the clone. If he would have, I'm not gonna spend too long on this one. If he would have like got all the Rangers loose, they could have just jumped the clone. Like, come on now. But anyways, aside from that, the Rangers are on the bridge. It's Gemma, West, and Coda, and then it's the Ninja Steel Rangers, and they're on the bridge, and then there's Tommy, and they were peeping, and they see that he was a clone. So what makes you easily believe Tommy? Like, what makes you think he changed that easy? Like, you literally just seen this man turn into a clone, and all of a sudden you're like trusting him now, when he just said, I can see how a Ranger would trust Tommy because he's the most beloved Ranger of them all. But he literally just trusts him. I mean, I love the episode, don't get me wrong, but it's just little stuff like that. Like, he literally didn't even give a reason. He gave a reason afterwards, but like they were like accepting him right off the bat. So then they go and they try to get the 3 arrows so that they try to get the arrow so that the dude won't shoot it into the atmosphere and break the dimensions or whatever. So they do all their fighting and stuff. They fight off the villains and stuff, but ultimately the dude gets the arrows back. Dravon gets the arrows back. Then Wes, Gemma, and I forget who, Coda, come in there, and then they shoot the things that the Rangers are in, and they turn good again. So one thing I liked about this though, everyone got a line, and it's like the delivery sounded like how they would take it, like how they would say it. Like in Megaforce, it was literally like they just wrote a line. It was like Ranger number 5. Whoever comes in that day, they can get their line. This is kind of like, they had specific lines for people. So anyways, we go to the outside, and he got his army and stuff. So of course, okay, I have a small problem with this, but it's a small nitpick. So the Rangers are there, and they literally watch. And when I say watch, they literally are watching him get the arrow, take it, and shoot it in the air. They're watching him. All they're saying is, "Oh no!" And it's only the Ninja Steel Rangers. And then after he shoots the arrow, then the other 10 Rangers say, "Ninja reveal." And I'm like, so y'all were just sitting there the whole time watching him. That's a small little nitpick. Just like my mind think like in reality you could have just did something, not just watch him, but storyline purposes, TV show, made for TV, so I understand. Anyways, they all do their morphing. This was something I was afraid of because in the legendary battle, we didn't get any morphing. We just got a back to action, and it wasn't even a good back to action. It was a sorry back to action, but they actually, they didn't do their morphing calls, but something similar. They just said ha. Basically, they all just said ha. And I did like what they did though. Brody was like, "What time is it?" And they all said, "It's morphing time." I like that. That was cool. What else happened in this? Of course, they all fight, and they all fight, and they win, which they got through pretty quickly. That was a big army to get through quickly like that. If I had to say a person who didn't get that much screen time, honestly, to me, I'd say Trent and maybe Antonio. I'd say maybe Trent and TJ. TJ got a couple good lines. Trent got a couple good lines, but as for screen time, I don't know. Maybe because I really like Trent's Ranger, the White Drago Ranger. Maybe just because I'm biased, and now TJ is cool. Maybe I'm just biased. That's all that is. But he tries to shoot the last one, and he actually shoots it, but Tommy, I mean, I'm gonna get to Tommy later, but Tommy has his white liger. No, okay. He says, because I caught this. He says White Ranger power, because if you all know, he was Dragon Zord, and then he was Tiger Zord, then he was White Liger for like only the movie, and then he was White Ranger power, and then they had the ninja powers, and then it was the other one. So White Ranger power is the one who has the Falcon Zord, because Tiger Zord, Tiger Zord is the Tiger Zord. So the Falcon Zord comes in. I'm glad we've seen the Falcon Zord, but I mean, we could have got other Zords. We could have got Trent's Zord, not his Megazord, just his Zord. We could have got, maybe I just like Trent. I like all the stuff Trent got. So maybe I'm like, okay, but it is time. But I mean, we could have seen the actual Rangers get their Zords instead of Tommy getting his Falcon Zord. But it was a little cool to see the Falcon Zord, even though it can only fly. But yeah, so that happens. Tommy Tommy gets the Zord. He gets the arrow and goes and he throws the arrow in the heart of the villain, who is now monsterfied. Make by Monster Growl. He's now monsterfied, and Tommy kills him with one move, because he's Tommy. He kills him with one move, and then they all celebrate. And then they all go back to their dimensions and stuff, and they're all happy. They all say made of power. I forgot what it is. Made of power or something. But overall, I'd say this was a good episode. Great episode, epic. I don't know which one I like better. Honestly, I know Forever Red is an iconic episode, but I really don't know which one I like better. Morphin wise, definitely it has to be Forever Red. But I like this one too. Now, I want to talk about the... Honestly, I'll be honest with you. There is a such thing as too much Tommy, okay? This is maybe the only bad thing that really... It didn't bring it down for me, but it was like... I get it. I don't know if anybody else felt like this. Maybe it's just me, but it's like... I get it. Jason David Frank is Tommy. I understand. Literally, because, like I said, he did escape in like 05 seconds. 0.5 seconds. We started off the episode with him. Then we were cloning him, so he was like, coming in and out throughout the episodes. Then we had a fight. And it wasn't just Tommy versus some monster, or Tommy versus a putty, or Tommy versus Laura Zed. No. It was Tommy versus Tommy. Oh my gosh. How much Tommy can we get? I'd rather see Wes versus an evil Tommy. Somebody else versus an evil Tommy or something. Like, the amount of Tommy in this episode was just... It's almost more than the it's almost more than when he was in Mighty Morphin. Calm down. No, seriously, I'm making jokes, but seriously, I did like the fight. And I also saw, because I waited a little bit because I thought they were going to do some stuff, and they did. They did an extended version of the fight, Tommy versus Evil Tommy. And first because he has a what you call a, what is it called? What's the morpho called? I forget what it's called that quick. But the morpher, I'm telling you right now, that morpher probably gonna sell out everywhere. That morpher is cool. But he morphs into the Dino Ranger. Black Dino Ranger. Then they fight a little bit. He cracks his helmet. And then he turns into the Red Zeo, which is cool. I thought we weren't gonna see Red Zeo. I thought we was only gonna see black and green. Well, he turns into Red Zeo, which is cool. Then he goes Tiger Zord, turns into the white Tiger Zord. And he's doing all this while fighting. So I was like, oh. Then obviously he turns to the Dragon Zord. So all that is cool. I was like, okay. The action was cool. But then ultimately, at the end, Tommy prevails. And I'm still trying to think of the name of that morpher. But, Yes, Tommy prevails, and then we go into the morphing and all that other stuff with the other Rangers. I just wanted to talk about Tommy versus Tommy last because that was like the only thing that kind of brought it down a little bit, but it didn't bring it down all the way. And I know a lot of people love Tommy. His lines at Morphicon were literally 4 or 5, 6 hours long, and maybe 4 or 5, 6 hours after closing, they were literally in there for Tommy. I'm not even playing. I'm not joking. 4 or 5 hours. There was so many Tommy marks there that, you know, they had to stay late. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm just saying, like, I know all the Rangers, other Rangers got screen time and all that good stuff, but man, imagine if Tommy isn't your favorite Ranger, and like Coda is your favorite Ranger, or Trent is your favorite Ranger, TJ is your favorite Ranger, Gia is your favorite Ranger. You know, imagine how you would feel if they're there, but they're not really there, but they're there a little bit. You know, they're there a little bit, but they're not there like Tommy is. They throw Tommy in your face like he got a new action figure coming out. Oops, he does. But oh man. Okay, I've been holding you guys too long. Thank you for listening to my review, Dimensions in Danger. What a great episode. I would rate this a 8.5 out of 10. I would rate it 8.5 out of 10. What would you rate it? What was your favorite part of the episode? Like, comment, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Let me know what you guys think down below. Prime time is all the time.